What is going on, everybody? We are going to go over the 26.1 workout. I am making this video, as I usually do, a quick loom for my compete cycle and for my one-on-one clients. So just figured I'd post it to YouTube to help anyone out there that's looking for some tips, some strategies, and maybe a little warm-up help. So first thing when you're thinking about this workout, and again, I'm talking as if I'm talking to my clients or my people on the compete cycle, so they will understand where I'm coming from and what I'm referencing if I reference any previous training. But efficiency is most important here. We want to make each rep as easy as possible. You're not obviously going to get fitter from now until tomorrow or tonight or the weekend, whenever you're doing the workout. But with so much repeated knee flexion, a ton of wall balls, you're going to fatigue, you're going to break down. You're going to get tired. You're going to start hunching over on the wall balls. You're going to start leaning over on the box jump. It's going to be tough for you to hold just a 20 or a 14-pound ball. So we need to make each rep as easy as possible and be as efficient as possible. And that starts with a really good prep and understanding the muscle groups and the patterns that are the muscle groups we're using and the patterns that we're moving through in this workout. Okay? So that's most important. Next, you want to break up early. Only 12 minutes we only saw two people finish the workout in the open announcement, Colton and Jason, and, arguably the two best CrossFitters in the world right now, two of the best, and especially for a workout like this. So we're not looking at how can we squeeze out and go unbroken and, finish the workout. We're trying to get as many reps as possible, and we want to have a great push at the end. So what that means is breaking up early, taking a 3-second break, even on your set of 20 wall balls. 10, 1, 2, 3, pick up the ball and go again. Just doing that to relax, reduce tension in the upper body, and to give your legs a break and to take a deep breath is going to make a big difference, because having a lot of tension is not good here, because we're, again, repeated lower body knee flexion, a lot of hip flexion, just jumping and squatting a lot. We want to be relaxed and not have to use a ton of energy, so we have to relax a little bit in order to allow our bodies not to be using too much musculature or, raising our heart rate way up because we're so tight, we're stressed, we're tense. It's the first open workout, and it's a lot of repeat movements, so don't do that. All right, next, we have the warm-up. Break up early, relax, warm up and prep here. As soon as you get into the gym, 5 minutes, get on the rower, nice and easy. Just put your stuff down and go get on the rower. Ski erg if you have to, or bike if you have to, but I think row is probably best here. Get the upper body and the lower body a little warm, get the jitters out, just relax, start breathing, and just try and get into your normal routine. It's the first open workout. You're going to feel a little hype, but just trying to reduce the nerves here. Then you really need to focus. There's 4 big areas here. We have the hips, the ankles, your thoracic spine, and your shoulders. Okay, all these areas are going to be targeted. You want them to be loose. You want them to be prepped, and you want to have a lot of blood flow to the areas. So just ensure that's done in the warm-up. That's why we're prepping it like this. Banded kettlebell ankle distraction. You can YouTube it if you don't know what it is. You can get a little bit of a hip stretch there with putting a lot of stress on the ankle, because you want your ankles loose for the jumps and the wall balls. Then we have the GHD thoracic stretch, just a good way to open up the core, the abdomen, and while also, opening up the thoracic spine, because that's what you're going to need for the wall balls. You're going to be doing a lot of them, and you're going to want to slowly be hunching over, so we want to be loose so it doesn't, take a lot of energy just to be in an upright position. For the squat, then we have to kind of build on that, a little more of a dynamic movement. The thoracic squat openers and dynamic, I don't mean something like, fast, just you're moving in and out of the movement, getting a little more range of motion each time, and then some forearm planks. All right, so again, just YouTube those movements if you need them. If you're in the program or you're a client, you won't need to. You'll have them. All right. Then we have a 10-minute warm-up. We got to get some blood flow. We really need blood flow. We need sweat, and we just need to get blood to the primary areas that we're going to be using, and we need to basically grease the patterns we're using in the workout. 15 cal row, getting a little blood flow to the legs, to the shoulders, some step overs. Here you can practice the exact way you're going to do your step overs in the workout. So don't do that little behind the leg, putting your leg behind your other leg and doing like a little cross or like curtsy step down that Jason did. I can't believe he was doing that. I've seen him practice that way in a few videos. Especially, just don't change what you normally do, but I would really not do that. And just practice your steps, be efficient. 5 air squats, and then 3 push-ups. Remember, light effort, just warm up, few rounds, feeling good. All right, specific prep. We got a 30-second assault bike or echo bike at a tough effort. So tough, fast, getting the heart rate up a little bit. The first set can be a little slower than the next one, but you still want them to both be pretty tough. I'm thinking maybe like anywhere between 3 and 5 RPMs less than your 10-minute max assault bike. So we're not like going 100% effort here. Just a tough pace, get the heart rate up, get things moving. 4 wall balls, 4 box jump overs, 4 wall balls, 4 step overs with the wall ball. Set this, if you can, set this up exactly how you're going to do the workout. Set up everything the way you want, and make sure you just have fast transitions. Practice doing everything deliberately, and just make sure you're performing the reps to standard. And just kind of, I have a note in here, visualize yourself performing the workout. Just imagine you're in the workout, you're moving, just try and get in the zone so that it doesn't feel as much of a new environment when you're jumping into the workout. Okay. Next, all you have to do is do the workout. So remember, break up early, be quick on the transitions. It's better to break up more and just quickly move from one thing to the next, have a quick break, than it is to do this long extended set and then take a 10-15 second break. All right. Always try and keep moving. It's only 12 minutes. I know 12 minutes is a long time for some people, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not. You want to try and keep repeated effort the whole time and not have these big spikes in activity and then rest a long time. Really important here. We're in the open. Most of the people I'm speaking to here, you're going to make it to quarterfinals, or you're training, and this is not like a big worry. I don't have a ton of people I don't know if I have anyone that's going to do a repeat here unless they absolutely bomb or something is wrong with a video and they're doing it at their house or something. Cool down is super important. 5 to 10 minute bike erg or assault bike or whatever you have, super easy, and then stretch. And then even after that, just try and walk a little bit, because we have training tomorrow. We have other things to do, and those are more important. Like, this isn't important to give your best effort, but it's more important for you to spend, when I say that, I mean, it's like really important for you to spend a little bit of extra time just to cool down, to make sure you can have a great day tomorrow and you're not just like sitting in bed all day and like walking sideways down the stairs. You might still do that, but it won't be as bad, and you're still going to train. So take every opportunity you can to have a great cool down, come down from that high first open workout so that we can have some good training, get back into the groove, and have a great second week. Okay, anyone on the program, any of my clients, please reach out if you need anything. I'll send you a short message or another short loom about some specific strategy for you. And if you're listening on YouTube and you have any questions, you can shoot me a DM. You can send me an email. I'd be happy to help. So thanks for listening. I hope everyone has a great 2026 Open. And this one is a really cool workout to start because it's very different, It's not my favorite workout ever, and I think a lot of people will be in some pain for the next few days. But it's a fun workout, and it should be cool to see, this variation of a workout, this kind of rep scheme, a pyramid, in week 1. So let's see how it goes. Thanks, everybody. Bye.